Hi everyone, I'm Saloni and today we have with us the co-founder of Club Planet, Neelam Karnatak with us. Hi Neelam, welcome to Social Bits. How are you doing today?
Hi, Saloni. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm great too. So shall we start with a small introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure, we can do that. So I'm an agri graduate. I graduated from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology. It
Mm-hmm.
is one of the few universities that pioneered green revolution in India. So I have been associated with the food and agri ecosystem for quite some time now. Post that, I pursued MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, joined a strategy team of an agri tech platform before co-founding
Mm-hmm.
Planet. That has been
Okay.
my
Okay, so what inspired Club Planet? Like what exactly you do?
so we our core team has 4 members, and all of us are extremely passionate about food.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about other countries, for example, if you talk about US or Germany, the food that you
Okay.
get there is far, far superior in quality and even at better price. So maybe you will find pome as in pomegranate in German supermarket at
Yeah.
better quality at a cheaper price. Uh, and a lot of these products are of Indian origin, right? So, for example, what you consume as cinnamon is actually not cinnamon. The best quality cinnamon from India is exported to EU, right? What you eat, what an average Indian consumer consumes today is actually cassia, and high amount of cassia is actually very bad for your kidney, and we don't know. I mean, our consumers don't know that, right? So, our we saw that our Indian consumer should expect a lot more from food. And we are here to, offer more quality, offer more purity, more authentic experiences, more, yeah, and most importantly, more value for your money, right?
Yes.
So basically, if you talk about, if you, and all of this was about, imported products, to
Mm-hmm.
get half decent imported product, you have to pay maybe 300% more than you're supposed to pay, right? Which
Yeah.
is not fair. So, this is what Club Planet is trying to do, to bring you amazing food experiences uh, at, at honest prices.
So how do you manage the supply chain and everything?
So, uh, we have we are extremely consumer centric, and
Okay.
we have multiple sources where we source from. We have a network of farmers. We have companies, that are working with small and marginalized farmers. And then we have trusted vendors who have been selected after a rigorous process. So,
Okay.
for example, the spice blends that we offer are, formulated by Kusha Spices, who have worked with head chef of Hayat. And
Okay.
all these spice blends are based on recipes that are 800 years old, right?
Okay.
So your average garam masala should have at least 21 ingredients. Today, what you get in the market, in the mass market, you won't get more than 11 ingredients, because there are no ingredients like pan ki jar, khas ki jar, chandan powder, all of this. No one is actually adding them because maybe it adds to their cost, maybe they can't serve the entire market. The entire experience is being diluted. And we should always remember that food is one of the vehicles of conserving your culture, right? So we try, I mean, we have multiple ways in which we try to bring all these yeah, great experiences to our consumers.
Okay, so how do you ensure the quality and freshness of your products, like especially during transportation and delivery?
So all our fresh products are procured to order, right?
Okay.
Uh, and so we procure the same morning we are delivering. So if the delivery is in the evening, the products are procured in the morning to maximize the freshness of the fresh products. If you talk
Okay.
about non-perishable, right? Non-perishables are your dals, your rice, and stuff like that. We procure in very limited quantity, right? To maximize the freshness. So it's not that the stock is sitting there for an year and you're getting an old product, right? So that is how we basically maintain that whatever you're getting is fresh. The other bit is that we have in-house delivery system.
Okay.
So we control what is going to the customer and how it is going to the customer. Uh, that is how we maximize that the product is extremely fresh and great in quality.
Okay, so how is the customer response towards your products? Like, are they liking it?
Yeah, customer response is extremely positive, actually. And uh, I mean, we have customers testimonials almost coming every other day for certain products, right? And these this kind of, we are present in 6 categories and offer almost 100 products now, uh, which is large enough for customers to actually buy a lot of their pantry needs from us. So the response has been extremely positive, and then that has actually resulted in a lot of stickiness. So if the product is not good, you would go and find, something else. So there are customers who won't buy
Mhm.
any other chai masala, for example, so that they're hooked.
Okay, so like, what are some challenges your company has faced? Like, how you have overcome those?
We face a new challenge every day, Saloni. So we are fighting a new battle every day. But the challenge that we kind of uh, keeps on occurring again and again,
Mhm.
and that is what we are here to solve for, is finding great products. Because your mass market is ridden with what I call not so great or mediocre quality, right?
Mhm.
For example, our dals are top 1% India's quality, as in you won't find the same quality in the mass market. But to get that top 1% is incredibly difficult, because you have to like judge them on various characteristics, where it is coming from, what's the source, then how it is actually processed, what's the variety, is there size uniformity, it's all these characteristics. So yeah, finding a great product is difficult, because we aim to offer uh, almost everything that you need in your pantry and on your table. The food is really
Mhm.
vast. So, that's one of the challenges
Okay.
that we face. The other challenge is basically, since as I mentioned earlier, that we don't keep a lot of inventory, and
Okay.
uh, we procure in small batches, and it's difficult to find suppliers at our scale who can give us great products and in small batches. So
Mhm.
to solve basically the first problem is just relentless. We are so relentless that we won't compromise on quality. So there's nothing
Okay.
else. Uh, you keep on finding, you keep on sampling,
Mhm.
you keep on researching, talking to experts and all of that. On the second front, I would say that we try to have strategic relationships with our suppliers, I would say, right?
Okay.
So none of the relationships, even if it's with our suppliers or with our customers, they are not transactional.
Are you available only on your website, or do you have your, presence on different websites like shopping websites like Amazon, Flipkart, and other things?
We are right now present only on our website, but
Okay.
we plan to actually expand our presence on other platforms as well. So that is part of the plan.
Right. So, how people are like, getting to know about your website? Do you do any such marketing? What kind of marketing do you do for this?
So we are very, very community centric, right? And that is why our name has club in it. We are active in certain communities, and we heavily rely on people, referring us. And that is how
Okay.
we have grown. What it helps is that people who are actually, genuine, I'm talking about
Mhm.
genuine referrals, not like they're not paid referrals. So there's a lot
Okay.
more stickiness, and the relationship building is a lot more stronger there. So that is one marketing strategy that we have used so far, and that is something that has worked for us and will stick to it. The other that we are planning to roll out in the very near future is basically content in which we will
Mhm.
uh, help people to, maximize their food experience. It doesn't matter whether we are offering the product or not, but if we
Okay.
can help them in any way, that is the other bit that we would focus on.
By any chance, technology, like specifically artificial intelligence, is helping you in your business?
Artificial intelligence is, yes, it's helping, but I would say that, still a second level or third level check is required. So, for example, a very high level information, sure, I can get. But
Okay.
what I've realized is that it's often not accurate. So
Mhm.
I always have to do a double or triple check because I am sending that information out to my consumers, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately, I come from an agri and food background. So I mean, I can do it because I can grasp that knowledge a lot more quickly, right? So that helps. But I would say for a very superficial level, yes, but for a like extremely deep, I would say still a long way to go.
So, do you have any plans of using AI or technology in a convenient way to grow your business?
I think AI is going to play a major role in making content, or in,
Mhm.
let's say, um, if I have written a copy, right? Now, if I have to make it more effective, right? There, I think, the effort is going to be a lot lesser.
Yeah.
The information is something that I'm going to control. I'm going to do two checks, three checks. But the final copy is something that AI can definitely help me. And maybe I don't have to hire one, person who is going to
Mhm.
give me conditions of the same thing and we select one and whatever. I think AI is
Okay.
definitely going to help in that.
Okay, so, what are your plans to expand your business in the near future?
If I talk about location, I think in next 12, 18 months, we are going to stay in Delhi NCR. We're right now in Gurgaon. But I think in
Okay.
12, 18 months, I don't see us going beyond Delhi NCR. When it comes to offerings, yes, I think we are going to expand our offerings to, a lot more. We would try to give you everything that you need when it comes to food, right? If it
Mhm.
means prepared meals, or if it means anything that you need in your pantry on your table, like that.
Okay. So, how do you incorporate sustainability and social responsibility into your business practices?
I would say that, if I talk about sustainability, we have to, what we do is we use one for our last mile deliveries, we have an electric vehicle. The other is we deliver in communities. So we try to concentrate as many orders as possible. And what it does
Okay.
is that reduces uh, food food miles. The other is that for long haul. So, for example, if I have Alfonso mangoes that are coming from Ratnagiri, right, or something else that is coming from Kerala or wherever,
Mm-hmm.
or Gujarat, we use trains because they are more carbon friendly, right? So this is what we do. For sustainability, for social responsibility, I would say that we are procuring from a lot of farmers and
Okay.
organizations that are working with small and marginal farmers. So we ensure that we are paying a fair price, because we are not, exploiting
Mm-hmm.
them in any way. The other is we I would say, uh, you know, it's when you talk about social responsibility, you're not only restricted towards your farmers or your suppliers, but also towards your customers. So being very, very transparent. So we will never sell organic unless we are very sure that the product is organic, it is certified, and then there are 10 proofs, right? So being very transparent with our customers.
All right. So, as a co-founder, what did you learn in this entire process?
I'm learning a new thing every day. I mean, so I'll realize that setting up a business is very, very difficult, incredibly difficult. So I'm very passionate. I know about food, I know this and that, but setting up a business is an entirely different ballgame. And, uh, there's so much more ownership involved when you are setting up a business. I think yeah, that has been my biggest learning. And apart from that, the activities that I'm involved in, like they vary so much, and there's so many interesting things. And there are things that you don't even think of, as in when you're creating a strategy. When I was creating a strategy earlier, I never thought of these things. But today I have to deal with them on a regular basis. So the reality is very different than what you plan, I would say. So I think that has been an incredible experience so far.
Right. So, finally, what advice would you give to someone interested in starting a food delivery company like you do?
I would say we are not just food delivery company, but for someone who is entering the food space in general, I would say that it is very easy to enter, or but very difficult to sustain, because it's a very difficult and extremely competitive industry. So unless you are very, very passionate about the subject, don't enter, I would say. And I mean, yeah, sounds a little weird, but passion is the only thing that can actually help you sustain.
Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable time and knowledge with us. We wish you all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saloni. Thank you so much.